All right, so tonight's number is 8,200. This is a significant number. It comes from an announcement. Now, there have been a lot of big things happening in the news this week.
A lot of big things.
A lot
Huge.
of things.
Huge.
You know, obviously, a lot of incredibly unjust police killings of African Americans. Pretty big news, and we'll talk about it later in the show, from both sides, from Trump and the Hillary camp, moving forward. But one that's kind of slipped under the radar that I think it's important that we talk about is President Obama has just announced that he will be extending the troop presence in Afghanistan, which will mean that 8,400 troops will still be in Afghanistan when he leaves office. Now, can't say I'm surprised here.
Not at all.
You know, you do need to note that one of Barack Obama's campaign promises was that he was going to end the war in Afghanistan, and in kind of a largely symbolic way,
he has.
About 2 years ago, he said, listen, we're ending all of our big military operations in Afghanistan. What he doesn't tell you is that means they still can do their raids, which, I mean, by definition is still military activity, but we'll give him a pass. But it's not Obama's fault, right? I think that the situation is destabilized. In a lot of ways, the Afghani police force is not ready to get full control over the keys. Ideally, we want to get to the place where in Afghanistan, the only U.S. troops are located at our embassy, right? And it's not going to be in, another year.
No, I concur. This is not Obama's fault. I think when he got to the White House, there was a lot of
he didn't sign us up for the war.
It was almost like you broke it. He was the opposite of you broke it, you buy it. He's like, you didn't break it, but you just inherit it and you own it. And I think Republicans, as soon as he announced he's going to put more troops there, Republicans started going crazy.
Right.
They're like, oh, this is awful. But honestly, aren't you guys who that voted for it? I always want to go. They were all about it, right? And I think here's the truth. At the time, right, I was a lot younger then, but I was sort of, maybe it's not. I mean, Iraq I was never for, but Afghanistan I'm like, well,
they painted a compelling picture.
Yeah, retribution is retribution. Now, do I agree with it now? Obviously not. But I think there's something to be said that when we decide we're not really good at nation building. We've never been good. The Brits, they're sort of okay at nation building. They're okay. Give or take a couple. But we're awful at it. Vietnam, we failed.
Sure. Well, here's the problem. American democracy doesn't work everywhere, right?
American democracy only works in America.
It's reasonably okay here. But it's not like this package that you can just offer anywhere.
Well, I think that's just I think that's a larger Republican thing, right? I think they're, this no tax, no spend individuals.
Yeah.
And they believe in these big box solutions to all your problems, right? So when schools are not working, make them all charter schools.
Yeah, we just need
and
this
vouchers.
Package. And
when a country is crazy, when a country's leadership is crazy, we'll come in and we'll buy our democracy in a box and we'll drop it on you. And it will work.
Give you a new leader. We'll prop you up. We'll give you guns.
And it'll work.
And
it never. I mean, everything Republicans have. Oh, you have economic growth is a problem. We have a package. It's called our tax cut package. And then you have states like Kansas where Sam Brownback walked in. He's like, let me order up an economic growth package, please, large. And he tried to drop it on Kansas, and guess what?
It
didn't fit because. The thing is with geopolitics, things with the economics and politics and social change is it's like a tailored suit.
Right.
You got to get the measurements right.
It's not one size fits all.
Never one size fits all. And so this is what we're learning from Afghanistan. We thought we could just come in, give them. I remember at the State of the Union address, when President Bush, they had the purple fingers because they all voted for the first time. Yeah, we voted.
Disgusting.
Didn't work.
Yeah, turns out that's not a good idea. So pretty interesting stuff. I think what Richard and I just said is our stance on the issue, but it is worth discussing.
Big boxes don't work.
Yeah, that's the real point here.